Back to another video. If you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, if you guys are live, welcome to the stream. Now I start the stream 5 minutes early because Bitcoin is seeing some pretty heavy price action. Now I'm going to jump into the price of Bitcoin because we have seen a lot, right? We've seen a lot. Of course, the past couple of days I wasn't able to make a video because I've had so many exams. Actually, guys, it's been crazy. I've been just doing exam after exam. It's a pretty stressful time in terms of school. You know, unfortunately, I still have to go to school, right? Can't just do crypto, but one day, hopefully one day, that'll be perfect. But Bitcoin is seeing a nice pump now. Of course, there is a lot of volatility during FOMC. So today, I'm going to be going through a bunch of stuff. So we're going to do some nice TA. We're going to have some nice conversation. We're going to go through the FOMC live meeting. Now, Bitcoin is approaching a very, very critical level of. Let me switch to, okay, there we go, perfect. If we do that, Bitcoin is approaching a very critical level of resistance. Okay, so we're at 28.7K. Now this is a critical level of resistance. Let's see if we're trying to break it at the moment. But guys, remember, I don't trade the day before or the day after news events because there is a lot of volatility. Now, if you watch my previous videos, you won't actually recognize this channel. What you'll recognize is I had 3 levels of resistance, right? One at 26.6K, one at 27.6K, and one at 28.7K. It's the exact same. I just extended this channel outwards. So this is the only thing I changed on the chart, but everything else, guys, is the exact same situation. Now, what we've missed out on the charts, what I'm super sad that I couldn't make a video as soon as possible because I was actually resting, right? It's super exhausting. I had like back-to-back 4-hour exam. Well, I had 2 hours and 2 hours, and then I've been revising the past couple of hours also. So it's been very exhausting. But this was beautiful. This was absolutely beautiful. This was a very, very nice bearish continuation on the 1 hourly time frame, which we had over here. And what would have been super, super nice was we had some resistance at this level. So I would have personally taken profit at this 28.2K level, and then we would have taken profit at this level at 27.6K. Now, this would have been a perfect trade because as you can see, we came to these 2 levels perfectly, and then we saw a nice little V-shaped recovery after testing the support. So this would have been absolutely amazing. However, I hope you guys can see how important just these, well, let's say these four lines of support are, well, resistance and support. This line of resistance, this line of now support, this line of now support, and right over here, these are the very, very critical lines of that we should be looking at. These are the very critical trend lines that you all should be paying close attention to, right? Because we can just also be trading these ranges as a close reference, right? We could have opened a short when we broke here down to this level of support. Then once we broke above here, we could have opened a long position to this resistance. So it's important to not just rely, of course, on me or other YouTubers. What's also super important is that you conduct your own technical analysis as well. So once you absorb, you can, of course, tune in. It's very, very nice to see what other traders are looking at, what I'm looking at, and then just absorb all this knowledge. Of course, continue watching the YouTube videos, right? I wouldn't want you guys not to watch the YouTube videos, but always conduct your own technical analysis, come to your own conclusions. This is what will set you apart. You know, the journey starts off by learning, and then you start to only follow your own technical analysis. But of course, guys, don't forget where you learned from. You know, it's an honor to be making these videos for you guys. But let's look back at the technical analysis. So what we're going to do today to the guys just joining, we will be, actually the FOMC will be announced in 15 minutes. So we're going to be looking at the FOMC meeting live. So we're going to be watching the meeting live. We're going to be looking at, of course, technical analysis. We're going to be going through some of your questions that you want to personally ask me and a bunch of other stuff. But I'm going to be asking you guys one thing, right? Please do leave a like. It would mean the world to me. Let's get this stream above 400 likes. If we can do so, that would be absolutely amazing. And guys, if you want to check out my other socials, you can scan that QR code over there. I post on Instagram, Twitter, etc., a bunch of other places. Now, we're still trending in this range. And what I'm going to look at right now is actually I want to look at what the interest rates are right now looking to be announced at. So if I go to the CME FedWatch tool, we can see that last time there was a 93.6% chance, I believe. Now this is reduced to an 86.8% chance that we see a 25 basis point increase. So this would be super, super nice, right? This would be super nice. It's okay. You know, if we see the 20, it's usually bearish news, right? But the reason why we're seeing a small little pump over here is, of course, because of volatility. Now, on the day before, day after news events, there's always volatility on risky assets such as Bitcoin. So it's not personally a good time to be trading, but because I'm just a swing trader, you know, I like to swing trade. I like to do these, you know, 1 hourly updates just for you guys for video purposes. But I'm personally a swing trader, and I found that swing trading is the best form of trading for myself. You know, looking at the daily time frame, right, executing trades on the daily time frame, weekly time frame, right, mostly weekly and daily. And then, you know, looking for the 4 hourly time frame to see exact targets to be longing or shorting at. Now, personally, what I like to do is, if you are a beginner, right, I funded this account just a couple of days ago with $1,000 to do this 1,000 trading challenge with all of you. So if you'd like to use an exchange, personally, try out Bitflex. They are a brand new exchange, right? You can go to the link in the description below, and in fact to convince them to give up to a $2,000 deposit bonus, and there's no KYC. So it's very nice because Bybit will require KYC by May the 8th, and I know you guys don't like KYC. So if you use this link, it would be absolutely amazing. You know, if you're a beginner, it's just so easy to trade. I wish I had this, you know, exchange when I started off, because you just make an account, go to derivatives, and boom. And the perfect thing is they have conditional orders, which is always super nice, because you can set your orders from before, and you won't have to worry about it. So they're a new exchange. They're developing very nicely. Of course, what I personally like to say is that always diversify your risk in terms of exchange, in terms of what you hold. So whether it's an exchange, whether it's a cryptocurrency, always put your eggs in different baskets. Don't hold all your money in Bitflex. Don't hold all your money in Bybit. Don't hold all your money in Binance. Diversify what you're willing to risk on an exchange, what you're willing to risk as a position on the exchange, and then keep what you're not willing to risk or what you're not willing to open a trade with on your cold wallet. But it's always super nice to have different exchange accounts, different places, because if one of your exchange, you know, what if like tomorrow Binance goes down and then you can't access your funds? For example, Binance, if you watch my video, like I think it was like a month ago or so, they paused all withdrawals for like 4 or 5 hours. And if something like that happens, then you still can trade on a different exchange. That is why it's super nice to diversify which trades you're using. And I'm personally looking at Bitflex. It's super nice for beginners, and you can scan that QR code to get up to a $2,000 bonus. But that's it, guys. Let's jump back into Bitcoin, because that's what we care about. Now, the time is right now for me 9:49 p.m. I'm going to be going through your questions before I jump into it. So let me see, what questions do you guys have? Okay, so nothing crazy. If you have any questions, drop them at the moment, and I'll go through it in just a second. But the Fed is looking to increase its interest rates, most likely by 25 basis points. Of course, this is not good, right? This is not good in the short term for the price of Bitcoin, because if we see this 25 basis point increase, it looks like the rumor is that this will be the final interest rate increase. It will be the final rate hike coming from the Fed in the short term, because of course, if they continue to raise their interest rates, then banks come under more and more pressure. If banks come under more and more pressure, then what happens is, the problem is, you know, they have these crazy interest rates and they begin to collapse. Now, of course, now you're saying, well, isn't it good for interest rates to increase? Well, yeah, pretty much. So it's actually a win-win situation for the price of Bitcoin. But you know, we saw JP Morgan buy out First Republic Bank, which is why we saw a bit of a reversal over here. Because of course, when the banking turmoil news, the FUD goes away, then Bitcoin sees a dump in price. So this is the thing that we need to watch out for. Now, the Federal Reserve, we're going to watch it here. We're going to watch the meeting live on this live stream. So it will be very, very nice. And it will be super nice because we're going to be seeing all the volatility that is happening on the price of Bitcoin. Now, before we jump into that, right, I want to look at a few altcoins. I want to look at Bitcoin. Now, we discussed these important levels, right? We have the important level at 28.7, 27.6, 26.6, and of course the 29.1K, which is the famous level that we've been discussing for a very long time on this channel. So these are the levels that we want to see a break to open a potential position. But of course, I'm not trading news events. Now, if I look at a more macro chart for Bitcoin, now this is the daily chart for Bitcoin, and I really like this chart, because the reason why I really like it is we had this massive bearish divergence that formed on the price of Bitcoin on the MACD. And of course, this played out very, very nicely as we fell down, right? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I like, swing trading, because you can, it's much less stress, much more accurate, and you don't have to be in front of the screen all the time. So until the lowest point, we got a 12.9% trade with just that bearish divergence. And of course, you could have traded down here because we have some nice support at this 26.9K. So what happened was, right, we fell down, we held support at the EMA ribbons, then we bounced back up, right? We tested the previous support of this ascending parallel channel, and then what happened was we got rejected very nicely. So what is happening now? What can we see now? And I'm going to drop to this chart again. If we see a reversal, which would be I think, in my opinion, what would be very, very healthy is that Bitcoin drops back down to this 27.6K, sees a very nice rebound, right? We should see a very, very nice rebound, right? And then we form a very nice double bottom. This would be super bullish, and it would take us back to 29.7K potentially. So I think this is what's healthy for Bitcoin, but let's see. Currently, we have a nice trend line forming. We have a very nice trend line forming right over here. So this could turn out to play ascending triangle, which is of course a bullish pattern. And if this does play out, this could take Bitcoin to, let's say, 29.1K first. But the way I would be trading this, right, I'm not going to trade today. If you want to trade, you can use Bitflex. It's nice because you can set a conditional order. But tomorrow, right, let's see what happens after the interest rates are increased. You guys may like to trade them. I don't. But what you can do is we can trade the break of this 28.7K level with a very short, right, with a very, very short stop loss. What we can do is, if I get my longing position tool, if we long at the break of this over here, and we put our take profit here, if you guys want to take this, scalp trade, we want a minimum 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So if you we could do it here. Of course, there's a high chance that you could get stopped out, but this is the only trade that I would take, just with a very low, very, very low stop loss if you really, really want to enter a trade like this. So this is what I am looking at for Bitcoin. No way, guys. Did you? Wow. Someone donated $5. Frank, you are a legend. You are absolutely legendary. Thank you so much for that, man. It's incredible. Oh, Da Vinci's also in this live stream. Hey, Da Vinci, bro. So basically, what I'm gonna get to Frank right now, but Da Vinci and Carl, they are in Bodrum right now. Da Vinci, are you still watching? Bro, it's incredible. Thank you so much, Da Vinci, for joining. Dude, I recommend, if you guys need anything in Bodrum, by the way, immediately let me know. I'll help out with everything possible. So just let me know, Da Vinci, if anything is happening. But also check out the marina in Yalikavak. It's beautiful. They have beautiful restaurants, Da Vinci. Go there. You love it. Check out the Mandarin Hotel. And yeah, man, it's super, super nice. Thank you so much, Da Vinci, for watching. You guys are absolutely amazing. Hopefully next time we can travel together. It'll be super nice. And say hi to Carl from me, bro. All right. So what can we do is... let's see, let me go through your comments. So just if you guys have any other comments, let me know. But Carl and Da Vinci are in Turkey. Okay, so Frank, what do you think is going to happen? Big pump, then down. It's all-time high. Okay, so personally, right, you asked for a Bitcoin bull run prediction. Now, this is the chart that I really like to look at for the Bitcoin potential bull run situation. So if I go to this chart, it's called the Bitcoin rainbow chart. It's super nice. I really like it. Now, what this chart is telling us, it's actually drawing logarithmic patterns. So we're seeing a logarithmic increase. That's what this chart is called. But we also see, right, we also see an allocation of halving. So when the Bitcoin halvings took place, right? So that is very, very nice. So we saw after every single halving, we can see that Bitcoin had a major run. So after the first halving, we saw a run in 2014, then boom, we faded away. Then after the second halving, we saw another bull run, and then we had a small little relief rally. After the third halving, we had another bull run, and now we're seeing price dropping. So I think, right, the next full-fledged Bitcoin bull market will naturally, looking at this trend, we can see it after the fourth halving in end 24 into 2025. I think that's what's possible. But what's also possible, in my opinion, is that we can see a mini relief rally like we saw last time, right? So that's also possible in my opinion, and that is what I'm looking at. But the critical level for Bitcoin to break above is this prior swing high at around $31,000. If we break $31,000, if I just quickly jump into the weekly chart for Bitcoin, then my next target is going to be, if it loads, our next target is, of course, there is some pretty important supports along the way, right? So there is some pretty important levels of resistance we need to watch out for, such as 33K. Then we've got the 37K. So it will just be a bumpy road towards there. So 31K could have even been the top. It's very likely that 31K could have also been the top. So I would definitely watch out for this. So now we're seeing a mini little price reversal on Bitcoin, and this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? There's just too much volatility for my liking. Like, look at this wick, it's crazy. But basically the interest rate should be out in 3 minutes. So this would be super awesome if we do see the interest rates, hopefully if they do not, right? If they do not increase it by 25 basis points, that would of course be crazy, but let's see. That would be incredible. Okay, so let me go through your comments. Da Vinci, you are an absolute legend, guys. I'm sure if you have some questions, Da Vinci will kindly try to answer some of them, because Da Vinci is a legend. And if you have any questions for me, do also let me know. That would be absolutely perfect. So 2 minutes, the FOMC will be released, right? Again, Pepecoin. Actually, I want to have a look at Pepecoin, because Pepecoin has been the biggest, right? The biggest meme token since Shiba, since all of these things. Now we're seeing like Wall Street Bets coin. Like, it's crazy. The meme coins are having another run. I don't know what's your take on it. I don't want to say anything negative about meme coins, because the problem is I know a lot of you guys love meme coins, unfortunately. But the thing with this is, I'm going to quickly explain you the psychology behind meme coins. So as you can see, right, we have a lot of zeros on this particular meme coin. And what happens is, exact same thing happened with Shiba, because I also thought the same, but it was wrong, of course. Because it looked very cheap, it looked like it had a lot of potential to go up. So what happens is people go and buy this because it looks super cheap, but the reality is, look, we already have a market cap of almost $400 million. So even though it looks this cheap, it doesn't mean it can go to $1. That would be super, super unrealistic. So it's just meme coins. You don't know what will happen tomorrow. Someone can dump it like crazy. It's just, I'm personally staying away from it, but I don't know what your guys' takes is, and I hopefully you won't be angry at me, but let's see. What is meme coins will always do well because you can buy a lot. Exactly. It's just the psychology behind it. It's the psychology behind it, really. Because you can buy a lot, you feel like you will become rich. But anyways, this is what I'm feeling like. So 1 minute, and then we will see the FOMC live. So let's see what happens over here. If I jump into, okay, it's 10 p.m. for me, so it should be starting right now. And I'm going to refresh the Federal Reserve because they do stream it over here. Perfect. So let me go to over here, and let's see if we can watch it. Okay, I don't know what this is. Let's wait for another like 2 minutes. They usually start like 2 minutes after, and then we will continue watching the stream, the press conference. So if you guys want to track economic data, what you can go do is you can go to forexfactory.com. It's super nice. You can see all the economic calendars and what's coming up, and you can you can prepare yourself prior to what's happening. So at 10 p.m. my time, you can arrange it to your own time. You can see what what's expected, what it actually is. So it's a very nice learning tool if you want to use it. It's called Forex Factory. No shape or form am I affiliated with them. It's just a very nice tool to use. So we will first see the FOMC statement, then we'll see the federal funds rate, and then we will see the FOMC press conference happen half an hour after this. Okay, so I think it's released. Yeah, so I think we've seen the increase by 25 basis points. So it has been released, I believe. Just chat, can you reassure me if that's the case? Because this happens to me every single time. Yeah, it's been released. So the Fed has hiked it by 25 basis points. Of course, this was what was predicted. We saw that there was an 86.8% chance that it was going to be a 25 basis point increase. So that is exactly what happened. So I'm just going to tweet this out very quickly that we saw this basis point increase, and now we're seeing a little bit of a correction, which is absolutely normal. Because all the situation with these is, if you guys are new, there's always a buy the rumor, sell the news situation, and that's why I don't like to trade the day before, the day, and the day after. And guys, Carl is here too. Wow, this is crazy. My two favorite people in the world, Carl and Da Vinci, is in the live stream. Guys, say hello to them. Let's smash up this stream to over, I don't know actually how many likes we're at right now, but let's smash it up to over 400 likes. Carl and Da Vinci, I hope you guys are having an awesome time in Bodrum. I have so much FOMO, you can imagine, but I have to do exams. Unfortunately, I have a lot of exams. This is why I wasn't able to update you guys a lot as often as I usually do. I had like 4 hours of exams, and then I had to study for another 2 hours. So it's pretty hectic. But guys, I do not like to trade these events. But it's a very nice platform to trade for beginners overall is Bitflex. And you can set conditional orders here. It's super nice. Again, don't have all your eggs in one basket, right? Have some of your funds in Binance, OKX, have it in different exchanges, have some in Bitflex. It's nice because if Binance goes down tomorrow, then you still have funds in different exchanges to trade with. So that's why this is a lesson that I've learned, right? You can get up to actually $2,000 in bonuses if you use the link in the description below. So that is absolutely awesome. So check it out. It's nice for beginners, for sure to use. And the best thing is there is no KYC yet. So this is perfect because Bybit is implementing it on May the 8th. Now, Bitcoin is not seeing a heavy reaction at the moment, but let's see. So what we can see is, for the guys that have just joined, we're seeing an ascending triangle form on the 4-hourly chart for Bitcoin. Now, actually we can fix it up a little bit so the wicks are more touch better. So there we go. Okay, so we have a perfect ascending triangle forming on Bitcoin on the 4-hourly. Now, we didn't react so much because it was majorly predicted that we were going to see a 25 basis point increase. Now, what's super important is that what happens at 10:30 my time. So there's always a press conference. So it's actually in 26 minutes. Whenever there is a press conference, the Fed chair, says like, God, it's so funny. It's actually super funny. He says like, oh, we're seeing some inflation is dropping, or inflation is going up, and it's going slower than expected, or it's going faster than expected. That's when we see the actual volatility. We actually see more volatility during that press conference than we see it when the interest rates are announced. So be careful. Don't, in my opinion, FOMO into a trade at the moment, because it's just too much volatility is on the way. So don't FOMO, in my opinion, right? So that's all I'm going to say. But of course, nothing in this video is financial advice whatsoever. It's just my own personal experience and, TA only. So don't judge it. It's okay. You can absorb this TA knowledge and then apply it on your own charts, and that's the way to real success. So it's 10:05. We still have 25 minutes left, right? So let's have a look at Ethereum, because we haven't looked at Ethereum in a while. So of course, Ethereum follows Bitcoin pretty much. We had a very nice bullish divergence actually a couple of days ago on Bitcoin, alongside this descending triangle that I talked about on the videos as well. So this is absolutely perfect. We broke towards the upside. This bullish divergence was super nice also, which fueled a massive increase on Ethereum. After that, right, we had this huge symmetrical triangle. We had a little bit of a fake out, right, which is absolutely fine. And then we crashed towards the downside. Now, the thing with fake outs is, right, it's always nice to have two conditional orders for a symmetrical triangle, because it is a 50-50% trade, right? It's a 50-50% technical pattern. So if you have two conditional orders, if one of them hits your stop loss, then the other one can make up for it and make profit too. So what I'm looking at Ethereum at the moment is we could be forming, for some reason my brush isn't working, but I'll, try to explain it more visually. We can see a double bottom, hopefully, right? If this double bottom happens, if we see a fall back down to the $1,811 level, this is not confirmed yet, it would be super nice, because it would be a very healthy double bottom, and it could take us higher back into the $1,900 levels again. So let's see, let's have Da Vinci's leaving. Da Vinci, thank you so much for joining. Of course, you are a legend. Thank you so much for joining, Da Vinci. Guys, hit a buy message in the replies for Da Vinci. You're awesome, man. Thank you so much. Enjoy your time in Boardroom with Carl. I hope you guys have so much fun in the hotel opening. But thank you so much for joining Da Vinci, and I'll see you, of course, very soon, bro. Take care, man. I don't know if Carl's still in, but if Carl, you're still in, then perfect, bro. But if you're not, if you have to leave also, see you as well. Now, what is happening? Let me check the chat. The chat is going crazy, everyone. It's incredible. It's insane, actually, as a matter of fact. But let's see. Let's jump back into Bitcoin. Let's see if Bitcoin is doing something crazy. Leave your recommendations in the live chat right now. I can go through some of the altcoins that you guys want me to go through at the moment, because I have nothing else to do. So if you have any altcoins that you want me to look at, this is your opportunity. Go to the chat right now and let me know which altcoin should I look at. So let's see, we have some coming in right now. In the past couple of videos, XRP was a huge recommendation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to XRP, and I'm going to have a look at what's going on XRP USDT. Now, the thing is, right, I've never really investigated this entire SEC deal with, XRP and everything. God, I don't know why. The internet's a little bit slow, of course, because of the live stream. There we go. So I've never really investigated the entire situation with the SEC, with Ethereum, with SEC and XRP and Ripple, and I've not really looked into it too much. So the only thing that I'm going to do right now today is I'm going to be looking at the technical analysis aspect of it. That's all I'm going to look at. I'm not going to talk about the fundamentals about XRP, because to be honest, I'm not an expert at it. I didn't have the time to go through it and do the necessary research. But I'm going to start off with the daily time frame for XRP. So this is also a nice way to show you how I actually begin analyzing my charts, right? We're going to actually start off with the weekly. I always like to start off with the most macro chart possible. And for me, that's the weekly chart, right? On the weekly chart, we can see this forming very clearly. So if we go through, and of course for Bitcoin and any other crypto asset, because it's open 24/7, we always need to touch the wicks. So we always need to use the wicks for drawing out patterns, and there should of course be always more than 2 touches on the trend line. That's how I like to conduct my technical analysis. So this is what we can see. Some may argue this looks like a bearish continuation pattern for XRP, and it could take us potentially lower, right? This is what it looks like. And we did see a retest to the resistance over here, and we're seeing a very nice bounce rejection towards the downside. So we're at 45 cents right now for XRP. If I jump into the daily, let's have a look at the daily, right? So let's have a look at what is happening on the daily time frame. It looks like we're having a smaller bearish continuation pattern form also on the daily chart, which is actually looking like it's about to break towards the downside. So we do have some pretty important level of support right over here. So we have a very crucial level of support at the level we're at right now, so the 44 cents level. And if we break below this 44 cents level, then I do believe we can come back to the support of this trend line over here, back to 36 cents. So this is what I'm looking at right now. Okay, you guys have been dropping some altcoins, so let's see what, okay, let's have a look at Doge. Let's go ahead and look at Dogecoin because it is something that we have been looking at. So this is Solana, by the way. Before I jump into Dogecoin, I'll have a look at Solana because Solana is forming this bull flag on the weekly time frame, and this is the only thing that I'm looking for Solana. If we see a break above this bull flag, then it will be super, super bullish for Solana. We had this huge head and shoulders pattern right over here, which we broke down massively, right? And guys, always keep this in mind. The higher the time frame, the more accurate the TA. So don't go into like the 15-minute chart, the 5-minute chart. These are not going to be accurate. The higher the time frame, the more accurate your analysis. So always measure higher time frames. This is super, super important. So this is Solana. This is what I'm looking at Solana. Let's have a look at the EMA ribbons. So currently we're also retesting the EMA ribbons, and they have been pretty critical levels in the history of Solana. So we will have to manage to get above these EMA ribbons. Otherwise, if we see a rejection, a strong rejection again, we can come back to these lows at $9, which is not looking good whatsoever. So what is FET? I don't know what FET is. Can you write the full name of FET? And then I'll be able to have a look at it for sure. So it's actually 10:11 p.m. We still have around 19 minutes for the entire meeting itself. So I'll have a look into, let's have a look at one more. Let's have a look at Dogecoin for now. So Dogecoin, I don't know which my Dogecoin chart was because I already had a chart for Dogecoin. So this is my Consensio. Maybe it's in my markets one, but I had already a Dogecoin chart. So Dogecoin USD maybe was on, you know what, it's fine. We can analyze it again. I don't really mind. So we're on the weekly chart right now for Dogecoin. I'm going to get rid of the EMA ribbons for now. Fetch AI. Okay, there we go. Okay, Fetch AI. I'll have a look at it. No worries. I'll have a look at Fetch. No problem whatsoever. Just is it on TradingView or is it on like DEX tools or something? Let me know. Let me know if it's on TradingView and then we'll have a look at it. So the immediate thing that I'm seeing on Dogecoin at the moment is this huge triangle, right? And it's looking very nice to me because we see multiple wicks retesting the support and resistance of this triangle right here. This is looking at like a very, very nice triangle, as a matter of fact. I really like this triangle. Yeah, it's very nice. We can see multiple wicks retesting it, and it's on the weekly time frame. So this is actually a huge pattern, and it's literally on the verge of breaking, right? So it's on the verge of breaking, and this could be a huge move, right? It could be a huge move for Dogecoin. Now, the only unfortunate thing is that this is an ascending triangle. And as you guys know, ascending triangles are pretty bearish. So the fact this is a bearish pattern, it's okay because we can always see break towards the upsides from the ascending triangles too. But this could be a huge move, like a huge move. Or hopefully it's that, but there is also, of course, a chance that it's this too, especially because it's an ascending triangle. Now, if I add I don't have my Bollinger Bands here, but I'm sure the Bollinger Bands are also beginning to squeeze because we're seeing some consolidation in price. Now, how would I trade this, right? That is the most important question. How would I trade this? God, this would be incredible. But of course, we do need some boost of fundamental analysis like Elon Musk doing something with it to see a huge move at the same time too. But in terms of the daily chart, we can jump into the daily chart too for Dogecoin. And that will also work nicely as well. On the daily chart, we see this support over here. So if we break down from the support with good volume, then we can come back down to the 59 cent area as well. That is possible, not even 59 cents, 5.9 cents. So that is possible too. So this ascending triangle is not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. All right, so what should I look at? What should I look at next? Guys, leave a like, right? Let's leave a like right now, right? Let's leave a like. Let me see how many likes this stream is on. So according to that, how many likes this stream is on, then I will look at the next one. So before I get a chance to look at how many likes were on the stream, let me know, right? Leave a like right now, and that will be perfect. Let me see. Let me give a target for us. So if this stream hits 250 likes, currently we're on 224. If we can hit 250 likes, then I will look at 2 more altcoins, but right, this stream needs to hit 250 likes. So I'm going to jump back into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is seeing some very nice price action over here. Now, if you guys are just joining, again, we talked about this formation of this ascending triangle, which is pretty nice. I really like how this ascending triangle is looking like. So by the way, guys, for Dogecoin, my mistake. This is a descending triangle. Oops. I know you guys are going to roast me in the comments. My brain is honestly fried. I was revising like Iafale 2010 earthquakes, Haiti 2010 earthquake, like incredible stuff. So my brain is fried from all the studying and exams. So please do apologize. I do apologize for mixing this up. But of course, this is a descending triangle, guys. Sorry, my mistake right there. No problem whatsoever, but this is a descending triangle. Sorry about that. This is an ascending triangle. This is what we call an ascending triangle. My brain is fried, guys. Super sorry. No worries though, because this ascending triangle, if we do break towards the upside, my upwards target is 29.1K. And of course, if we break above the 29.1K, then we could see a test back to the 29.7K. This is what I'm looking at. If we see a breakdown from the support, then of course, in addition to breaking down from the support, I would want to break down from the 28.2K to enter a trade. So if we break down from here, then of course the next level, the next target would be the 27.6K, and that's how I would construct a short. For a long position, I would trade the breakout of this 28.7K, first take profit at this 29.1K. Probably we would see some consolidation, and then a break up to the 29.7K would be incredible. So this is what I am looking at. I've actually been living in Dubai ever since I was like 1 year old. So it's pretty, I was raised here. You know, I was raised in Dubai. So just looking at some of your updates, this Sui coin, I don't know, it's like Cristiano Ronaldo's is that what it is? Because I've been looking at this Sui coin I've been hearing about it, right? I've been hearing a lot about it, but I don't exactly know what it's about. So we can have a look at it. Is it on TradingView? I believe it IDO'd or something very recently. So I think this is it. Wow, oh my God. Okay, guys, it looks like meme coin season. It looks like altcoin season, ICOs and everything. I think the time is back. You know, it's just incredible. So the problem is, right, in the bear market, usually because we don't have a lot of volume, we don't usually see the release of ICOs and IDOs. You know, the opportunities to make generational wealth in cryptos, of course, do these type of things, but we don't see these in the bear market. So these being released shows that volume is coming back to crypto, which is of course very nice. And it's showing us that, you know, we could see an altcoin season pretty soon. So this is absolutely crazy. Can you make a short story about you? Look, I'll make that video. I'm going to be on podcasts very soon, and I will do a full story about me. But just very briefly, I started crypto when I was 12, right? I learned technical analysis. I studied it for 7-8 months nonstop after school, all day, every day. And I practiced demo trading, and then I moved on to real trading after I was profitable, and then I started my YouTube channel, and that's what I've been doing. So that is a quick brief introduction on me, but I really want to become an actor. That's my main passion. I've done 8 years of musical theater as a kid. That's my main dream and main passion. But I want to jump back to Bitcoin because I miss Bitcoin. Let's see what's happening on Bitcoin. Okay, so we're still at the exact same price. No problem whatsoever there. So let me see, have we smashed past 250 likes? If we did, then I will be looking at other altcoins like I promised. Wow, we went above 275 likes. Well, guys, I will keep my promise. So right now, put down what would you like me to have a look at? So I can see Aptos, I can see Cardano. Okay, Cardano and Aptos seems to be two that's popping out. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, all right, let's have a look at Aptos. Let's have a look at Aptos first, and then we'll get into other ones. What was my worst trade? How much? Whoa! Okay, all right, guys. I'll have a look into Aptos, and then we'll look into ADA, and then I'll look into Shiba. That's what's going to happen. So what was my biggest loss ever in a trade? That's a good question. I lost a lot. So I'll be completely transparent with you guys. I did pretty well in the bull market, of course, when the market was long, and one of the key things that I took away is that trend is your friend. So always follow the trend. If you're a swing trader, of course, that's how you're going to be a better trader if you follow the trend. Now, after the bull market, of course, it was stupendous money, and I did a lot of stupid stuff. Like I put X amount there, X amount there. It didn't feel like real money. So I did lose a lot of money after the bull market, but this bear market time has been very educational for me, and I'm personally ready to enter the bull market again. But I did have a lot of takeaways and a lot of lessons learned. So that is what's important. Prepare yourself for what's next. What I did was, a trick that I now have is, I got a bunch of fake money. So before I do anything, I visualize to see exactly how much I'm risking. And then if I see it's okay, then that's the only way that I do something. So, okay, Aptos is at $9.70. This chart doesn't look too good. Unfortunately, it doesn't look too good. It's not looking too good at all. So let's see if the weekly chart is going to load or what. Man, this is annoying. I have a slow connection because of the live stream. Of course, the live stream is adding to that slow connection, unfortunately. Let's see if the daily chart's going to work. No, okay, I don't want to lose Bitcoin. I want to stay on Bitcoin. So hopefully I won't lose Bitcoin because of the... Oh, God. No. This is not good. I don't want to lose Bitcoin. Let's see, Bitcoin USDT. Hopefully I can get it back over here. Yeah, at least we have it here just in case something happens. God, this is stuck. Okay, that's not nice. This is stuck, guys. Super sorry. This is stuck, unfortunately. But let's have a look here if we can go to Aptos USDT over here. How did I meet Da Vinci? That's a very nice question. So I actually first met Da Vinci. I met Da Vinci first time. So he was holding conferences in Dubai, right? So he was making conferences in Skyview in Dubai. And one day I was watching his videos. I was like 13 or 14. And I remember very clearly, I was asking my parents, I want to go to this conference tomorrow. He's going to do it tomorrow. And I had no expectation whatsoever. I wasn't even sure if I will be allowed inside. But I just took the risk and I went, and it was probably the best decision I've ever made because I kept on going to these conferences, kept on finding ways that I could add value to them. And then finally, we became close friends. So it was super nice. Now, actually on the weekly chart, Aptos is looking pretty interesting because we're forming this huge bull flag. So that would be absolutely crazy. When is Powell going to speak? So 7 minutes until he speaks. That will be super nice because guys, do not go anywhere, because when Powell is speaking, that is when the real volatility comes to the markets, when Powell gives his speech. So when he does give his speech, this is when can we check let's have a look at the S&P 500, because I've actually not looked at the S&P 500 in a long time. Man, this is super annoying. My chart is stuck. Let's see, can we refresh? Yeah, reload. Let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, perfect. Thank God it works. There we go. So I want to look at the S&P 500. Let's see if the S&P is doing anything. Wow, it's been a while since we looked at the S&P on the channel actually. Whoa, what is this? I don't remember doing this. Okay, yeah, this is probably some random analysis. This is some random analysis that I did like a long time ago. Okay, let me get rid of this. Wow. So the S&P is at, I remember we had like an ascending triangle and all these things. I don't know where it went. It's probably on some other chart. But if I just get rid of all of these things and we zoom in on the weekly time frame, we can see that we're forming a massive ascending triangle, I believe. Let's have a look. So if we do this and like that, we can see that a huge ascending triangle, very nice ascending triangle is forming on the S&P 500, and we're actually retesting the resistance of it. And if we do break towards the upside, right, this will be super bullish for Bitcoin. Of course, my first level of take profit for the S&P, well, first level of major resistance is at the 4,280 level. So let's see if the S&P will be able to break out from there. I'm from Turkey, guys. I am from Turkey. That's where I'm originally from. So, okay, there is how long until Powell speaks? 5 more minutes. I'm super exhausted, guys. I've been awake since 6 a.m. So many exams, so much homework, so much revision. It's crazy. So hopefully the chair will speak very quickly and then I can hop into bed. That's what I'm looking forward to at the moment. So we have still 4 more minutes until the Fed chair speaks. Let's have a look at Bitcoin since that happened. So let's jump into Bitcoin USDT, so BTC USDT. That's what we want to look into. And currently Bitcoin is at $28,617. We're still in this ascending triangle. So perfect, man. It's so crazy. I wanted to update you guys every single, like I wanted to update you here. I wanted to update you when we were forming this double top, but it's just, if I look at the charts for 1 second, I'm not going to concentrate on school, which is what's super bugging me, and whatever. It's all right. It's okay. All right. What do you guys want me to look at? We still have 4 minutes left until the Fed chair speaks. So show me some of the stuff you guys want me to have a look at. In fact, how many likes are we on right now? How many likes are we on? Okay, we are at 308 likes. If we can get this to 350 likes, I don't know if that's even possible because there's 300 people watching. So if we can get this to 350 likes, then I will look at Shiba Inu and then maybe Aptos. Let's see. But let's get this to 350 likes. That would be absolutely crazy. Of course, it would help the algorithm quite a bit. We're at 321, so we're almost there. Guys, drop that like. Then we do Aptos and we do Cardano. We do Aptos and Cardano because we still have 3 minutes left. But you guys got to be quick. We got to push this to 350 likes until I can look at any altcoin whatsoever. You know what, just for you guys, I will look at it now. It's fine because we only have like 3 minutes left. So let's have a look at ADA. Guys, don't go anywhere because the Fed chair is about to speak in 2 minutes, and that's where the real Bitcoin volatility is going to come. That's when the real Bitcoin volatility will be there. So stay tuned, don't leave anywhere, because the real deal is happening very, very soon in just under 2 minutes. So this is, what do I think about Gala? I think it's a very nice project. I actually made a video, full video on Gala like 3 months ago. So if you go to my channel after this live stream, go to my altcoin reviews, you can see that I made a video on Gala, and it's a very interesting project for sure. And if they do what they've set out to achieve, then they can do very, very well. So make sure to go ahead and watch that video if you are a Gala fan. Now, okay, all right, so let me see. We have less than 2 minutes, almost 1 minute for the Fed chair to speak. On the weekly time frame, we have this descending wedge forming on Cardano. But if I jump into the daily, it looks like we could be forming a, do I want to call this a head and shoulders pattern? what I can call a head and shoulders pattern is right this one over here. So we're actually at the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern. And if we do see a break towards the downside, then our next very crucial level of support will be at the 35 cents range. So if we do see a breakdown from this neckline on Cardano, I do believe we can hit the 35 cents range. So yeah, that looks like a nice spot for Cardano to reach if we break down from this head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so we're gonna be jumping into the press conference because I believe it's true. Okay, so it's ours. We still have like a couple of like one left. Oh, why is this doing that? Okay, there we go. All right, can you hear the audio from the screen, by the way? Can you let me know if you can hear the audio from the conference itself? Just let me know. Okay, it's starting right now. Can you guys hear it? The music in the background? Let me know. Can you hear it or not? Let me know, guys, in the chat. Can you hear the, well, there isn't much audio now, but just let me know. Let me know. Okay, you can hear it? Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. All right, so the Fed chair is going to speak. We're going to be seeing some real volatility on Bitcoin. So I'm going to be switching between Bitcoin. I'm going to get rid of these so I can track the price of Bitcoin live on the TradingView. I can track it on Bitflex too, actually. So let's see. If there's any major move on Bitcoin, I will update you guys. Whoa, no, 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 yes, yes, yes. Well, there is an audio at the moment. So wait, hold on. Give it another 30, 60 seconds. Wait, hold up 1 second. There isn't anything being said at the moment anyways. Wait. Just give it a couple of seconds. Give it a couple of seconds. Can you hear something now? Let me know. Can you hear it? Let me know. Yes? No? Were you able to hear it? No, huh? No audio. That's strange. Very strange. Okay. Let me try and fix that. Let me try and fix that. It's okay. It's fine. We can still read the captions. You can still read the captions. I'll comment on it. It's actually better. So, manage to promote maximum employment, stable prices for the American people. My colleagues and I understand the hardship that inflation is causing, and we remain strongly committed to bringing inflation back down toward 2%. Okay, so basically what he's saying here is that the Fed is committed to raising interest rates probably until they come back down to 2%. But let's see what he says. This will be very critical because he mentioned something about the banking system. Achieve a, let's see. I don't know why it's not working. It's super strange. Yeah, because I can hear the audio from the stream, but I don't know why you guys can't hear it. It's very strange. It worked last time. They're reducing to all the security tokens. Can you guys hear it or not? Man, it's so weird. Why can't it? It's super weird. This will work. Can you hear it? That's so strange. It's at max volume. Okay, guys, I think we'll just continue with the subtitles. It's okay. It's okay. No worries. I'll just commentate while he's saying some important stuff. All right. Yep, the unemployment rate remained low. That's true. Demand and let's see what he says are coming back into a better balance. All right, but the labor force. God, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna bother reading it. It's just too much. Okay, so the job vacancies have declined. That's fine. We're still not seeing major action on the price of Bitcoin. So I'm going to commentate the most important thing. So the US economy slowed down significantly. This is what he said. Now, we still haven't seen a reaction on the Bitcoin markets to what he says here. So it's not, nothing major has happened as we can see on the price of Bitcoin. We haven't seen a major move down yet. But let's see in the coming minutes for sure, we could see some stuff that he says that's going to impact the markets a lot. It's working. Is it working now? Let me know. I'll mute my microphone if it's working. It's not working. All right, it's not working. Yeah, I tried it. It's not working. No worries. It's fine. We continue. Okay, aware that high inflation, okay, this is important, imposes significant hardship as it erodes purchasing power, especially for those least able to meet the higher cost of essentials like food, housing, transportation. We are here 10 of the risks that high inflation poses to both sides of our mandate, and we're strongly committed to return. Okay, so they want to return inflation. Okay, so this is dumping the price of Bitcoin right now. Now, the reason for this is the major reason is because he's saying that they want to reduce inflation. They are committed to bring it back down to 2%. This is suggesting that they will continue to raise interest rates, which of course is not good whatsoever for the economy. But the hidden thing behind this is if they do continue to increase interest rates, then a good thing, right? A good thing will be that banks could continue to collapse, which of course could see Bitcoin making a rebound, right? So, oh, thanks, guys. Thank you, Crypto X. That's a very nice comment from you right there. So I'm going to be reading the highlights. So let's see, there isn't anything major that is said so far. Tighter credit conditions. Okay, so the tighter credit conditions, he's saying it will likely weigh on the economy, which is referring about the bank failures. So what? Okay, so their future policy actions will depend on how events unfold. So they're not going to take action right now to prevent worse stuff happening. But my interpretation is they're going to wait for something to happen to actually create a precaution, which is not smart, right? Then you would want to prevent something before it happens. But if we jump into the price of Bitcoin, we are seeing a major dump now. We're at $28,200. I don't know why I can't get my chart back. This is not the chart that I want. So one sec, let me try and get my chart back, my other chart back where we had the ascending triangle. So just give me a second right over here. I think it was on my other layout. So if I go to over here, just give me a second, everyone. Going to take 2 minutes only. I'm going to try and find my Bitcoin chart, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We found the Bitcoin chart. There we go. So if I share the screen again, there we go. Okay, so we go to the 1 hourly time frame, and we're at $28,300 right now. Are we at the support yet? No. So we're coming towards a very important line of support at $28,200. Again, I'm not trading these news events because, of course, of the huge volatility that we're seeing. But let's see what happens. I mean, it's just this monetary policy is so crazy. Like I just don't understand why they're approaching it like this. They're literally causing the hamartia, the downfall of the US economy by doing this, in my opinion. Now, these questions are also super interesting. When they ask these questions, we do tend to see some pretty crazy responses that do impact the markets heavily. So let's see what these questions will lead to if we'll see more volatility on the Bitcoin markets. But currently, again, we're at 28.3K. Let's see if we can hold this ascending triangle. Let's see what he says here. So a decision on pause was not made today. No, no, that's not good. That's not good. So basically, right, there was a chance that they were going to pause interest rates, right? They were going to pause the pace, go take it to a pause. But now he's saying that they've kind of gotten rid of that possibility, and they're focused on bringing down inflation to 2%, meaning that they'll probably continue increasing interest rates furthermore, which is not good for the economy. But if more banks begin to collapse, of course, it's super bullish for Bitcoin. That's what I'll say. The decision on pause was not made today, unfortunately. Okay, let me jump back into Bitcoin because we're seeing, oh, look at this wick, guys. Look at this wick. It's absolutely crazy. This is why I don't like to trade news events. As I said, news events are crazy, especially on risky assets such as Bitcoin. It's just like, and it's literally gambling. If you trade news events, you're gambling. That's the solid fact. So look, it's just a crazy wick. Like, look at this. We've just wait it out, right? Give it a day, give it two. Like the thing is, a lot of people FOMO with trading, and it's stupid. Don't FOMO because on the markets like Bitcoin, when the markets are open 24/7, there is always a new opportunity. There is always a new opportunity. Don't feel like you have to trade. Just let it out some time. Give it some time. This is why swing trading is much better. This is why I don't want to update you guys on the 1 hourly time frame so much because it's just, it builds anxiety, builds pressure. So focus on swing trading. Trust me, it will be much better. Again, not financial advice, but this is just speaking from my own personal experiences because I made this mistake. It's not that great, right? It's not that awesome. But let's jump back into the meeting and see what's happening here. Oh no, so this is pretty interesting. He's saying that if the US cannot repay its debts, then the economy would see a major, major impact. So this is not looking good. Not looking good. Guys, I think a new world power is on the rise. I think we will see the changing world order. What do you guys think? I don't think the US economy will hold up for much longer. It doesn't look good. It really, really doesn't look good. You know what? For the memes, let's see how Pepecoin is holding up with all of this news. My God, it's pumping. Like, what? What is this, guys? I don't understand Pepe Coin. I refuse to understand this. I really refuse to understand what is going on. It's incredible. Like, man, Pepe Coin, it's crazy. We've gotten rid of it. We've gotten rid of zero. What is this Wall Street bets coin? Wall Street baby. God, look at this huge pump and dump. Insane. Incredible. Oh, this is important. Guys, just try and read the subtitles. This is important. It's what I've been talking about. What he says now could cause volatility. Okay, I think he's not giving a certain answer because of course if he does, it's going to move markets a lot, right? So yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. But we're still in this ascending triangle. We still haven't seen a major break up or towards the downside. So we're still monitoring the ascending triangle on Bitcoin. That's very important for us to monitor at the minute. Man, I want to go to sleep. Honestly, I'm so tired. Hopefully, okay, there's still more questions. Let's see what happens. I know there's no sound. Unfortunately, I don't know why there's no sound. I did try to fix it. I don't know why it's not giving sound. It's super annoying. It did give sound before. No clue why. So someone asked a very important question. Why is 25 basis point increase a big deal? It's a big deal because we are at an astronomically high level of interest rates, right? We are at a very high level of interest rates. And if I can find it right here, trading economics is a nice place to track all of this. This is not, this is the CPI. This is the CPI, I believe. So we got to find interest rates right over here. Inflation. Why can I not find the interest rate? This is super weird. It's usually here. So if we look at indicators, interest rate, there we go, perfect. So if we go to America, if we go to the United States, we go here, perfect. Okay, there we go, we found it. So as you can see, we are at in the last 25 years, we've smashed past the swing high, I believe, or we're just at it. We just went above this prior swing high in 2008. And if you guys know, 2008 was when the massive crash happened. 2008 was the global recession. So now we're approaching levels since 2008 with interest rates that is incredibly critical. And it's signaling a huge recession. And as you can see, just as an indicator from here, right, we had the massive crash in 2008, and we've led up to that point with very high interest rates. So if the same thing happens right here, we flatline for a couple of months, we may see the recession come about very soon. And of course, if that happens, the only way Bitcoin can see a price increase is if banks begin to collapse. That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way that I'm thinking right now. Oh, I think I'm having echo for some reason. I don't know why I'm having echo. It's super weird. That is super weird. Why am I having echo? Let's refresh this. Okay, there we go. This is so weird. Ah, it's because this, we're seeing it also here at the same time. This is why. This is why. No problem. No problem, man. My pleasure. Let's go look into Bitcoin really quick. Nothing much happening. Yeah, it was just for me. The echo is just for me. I had it open in 2 tabs. It's fine. No worries. Yeah, I know the video has no. I don't understand why there's no audio. It's annoying. It's annoying, but I'm gonna end it off soon anyways because I'm super tired. And if there's any improvements whatsoever, do check out my Telegram channel. Again, I wasn't able to post because of school, so I will try to post if something happens with Bitcoin dramatically. But just the main key takeaways that we have to focus on, right, is we're in this ascending triangle, right? If we break towards the upside, bullish target is 29.1K. If we break further, then 29.7K. If we break towards the downside, specifically from this 28.2K level, then my next take profit is at the 27.6K. And overall, on the daily time frame, I am looking at this massive channel that we're still in, that we went back inside. So just these levels of resistance, 26.6, 27.6, 28.7, and over here at 28.2. These are all the levels that you should be aware of in my opinion, but that is pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna end it off here because I'm super tired. And I'm just gonna go and sleep. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We're at 28.4 right now. Let's see what happens in the next couple of hours. It'll be very interesting to see. If anything major happens, I will update you guys tomorrow morning once I wake up. So guys, thank you so much for watching. It's really nice to do these live streams for you guys and help you out as much as you can. Thanks so much. Make sure to turn on the notification bell to be immediately updated when I make an upload, because of course this content is most of the time sensitive, right? So it's nice to be updated as soon as possible when I share my patterns that I'm seeing and outlook on the markets. So that's what I'm gonna end it off with, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, it's a pleasure as always. Guys, I'll see you all very, very soon. As always, everyone, take care, bye-bye, and good night. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. See you all very soon. See you all.